Okay, so I'm actually going to show you it here. So on Thursday, the 24th of August, this group, they started talking about Space Mesh. Now, I just want to use this as a case study of why this coin went up the most. Now, this is nothing to do this is not a reflection of the quality of this group in any way. I'm not trying to shill a group. This is just me showing you an example of why the best performer in this guy's public portfolio was a coin that no one knew about, right? And it's an example to show you why you need to not follow influencers' calls, because if you follow an influencer's call, you're likely going to just follow the one that they were most confident on, which is going to be the one that performs the worst. For example, Arbitrum, right? And the one that went the best was the one you would never have heard of. So for example, 24th of August, they found this coin, right? And they started basically farming it in the way that you would farm this one. The way you basically, I guess, mined this one was with storage, right? It was proof of space, I think is what it's called. And it's all about the space on a hard drive. You basically sell space on your storage device in exchange for the token. And they started doing this basically when the project had first come out. And they just basically were doing this. And we'll have a look at the chart of this coin. See if it's here. Space Mesh. Oh, it's more SMH. It might not show up here. Okay, so I couldn't find the charting platform, but you can see here, this is what the chart looked like, basically. Okay, that's not it. That's not it at all. Where the fuck is this coin? Space Mesh. The fuck is this chart? Okay, anyways, I can't find the chart, but basically... Fuck me, man. Oh, this is so fucking stupid. This is so fucking shit. Fuck. Okay, so you can see here, I can't find the chart, but this was the chart before it pumped, right? Oh, fuck, it's in the way. Sorry about that. Let me get rid of this. You can't see it. Anyway, you can sort of see it here. This was the chart before it pumped, and I actually found it. You can see Mikey did a post. He said Bitcoin, ETH, OXO, Prime, Arbitrum. So I never really like to copy people, but I was basically saying, hey, look, this coin that he didn't mention, I'm going to start doing some due diligence on it. And you can see that it's funny that of his entire portfolio, right? I just showed you, where is it? Of his entire portfolio that he showed us, the one that performed the best was the one that he never actually mentioned on Twitter, right? Because he just couldn't mention it. He said here that he's not going to share it until it's a $30 million market cap. So he couldn't even mention the coin. So it's the coins that you can't mention. It's the coins that you're not as confident on. It's the unsure bets in a person's portfolio that end up performing the best. And so if you're trying to copy someone, you're going to end up just copying the one that they're most bullish on. Because when you copy people, you're copying them because you want comfort. You want to feel like you're buying the best coin. So that's why it doesn't work. It's just me giving you an example. Now, that was a bit of a long answer, but the next one, influencers don't actually want you to make money, right? They don't really care if you make money or not, generally. They just want to fill their bags first, and then they shill it to you so that you buy after. And because you bought after them, you make them money. And this is actually the power of paid groups, because the idea of a paid group is you join to buy things and sell things alongside your favorite guru. So in my mastermind, when I tell people to buy things, it's done alongside me. It's me saying, hi, I'm buying now. It's not, I fill my bags to dump on the mastermind. It's you buy and sell alongside the people who want to follow your stuff. And that's where it makes sense. But on Twitter, your Twitter's exit liquidity. Your influencer's exit liquidity, literally. And I want to give you an example of how fucked up the Twitter space is with basically inside trading. Not really insider trading, but more so like coordinated shills. So a friend of mine messaged me. He said, yo, he's very connected in Twitter, right? He knows all the influencers. He said, we're bidding this coin and we're going to shill it soon. Track BRC20, sitting at 40 million market cap. Audi was 400 mil when they listed on Nance. It's like Chainlink of Bitcoin Eco. So the coin they were basically buying was Track. That's the ticker. You can see TRAC. And the next day, so this was November 15, right? The next day, I messaged him. I said, bro, I've seen like a bunch of tweets from the people. Basically, I saw a bunch of tweets about Track on Twitter the next day. And he said, told you, Zoom Oracle are also posting. So basically, on Twitter, they all decide they're going to buy a coin, and then they all coordinate a shill together. And I'm going to show you, like, here's an example. This is one of the guys in the group that was doing a coordinated shill, right? Zoom Oracle. Now he's like talking about this coin, like Chainlink of Bitcoin ecosystem, 5 to 10x, tells you to buy on November 15. He's already accumulated his bag, right? He's spent weeks probably buying this thing, and he's now ready, and he can now pump the price. And you can see he actually technically gave you a good entry. On November 15, it was just before it went up, because they were accumulating over here, and then they all start shilling it, and then it goes up. Now, this is an example of how it would have made you money, but the problem with this is the reason it went up is because all of the influencers started talking. So the influencers started here, and they also go here. You're all technically in profit, but this is a pump and dump coin. You have to realize, look at the chart here, right? That all these influencers, they tell you when to buy, but they never tell you when they're going to sell, because the ultimate goal is that they end up dumping on you. And this is what they're trying to create with the chart again, similar to what happened back here. Everyone tells you ordinals are the future, buy. You all buy. All the influencers dump on you. Now, maybe you can be smart and you can get out in a profit from copying someone else. But generally speaking, the ones who copied the influencers, they end up holding it up. They're all sitting in a profit. They're all happy. But then they get dumped on by the influencers. They never sell because the influencer said, this is a good long-term coin. And then they end up losing money. So that's why you got to be careful. Because it's not the entry that's important, it's the exit. The exit is the most important part, and they never tell you that. So if you don't have a strategy, how are you going to guarantee that you get a good exit? Right? If you don't have a plan, a strategy, an edge that can show you where to sell, how are you going to do it? You're just not going to. And if you're copy trading a Twitter influencer, how are you going to guarantee you can copy when they exit? Because yeah, it's all good and well that this guy, the coordinated shill started and you could have bought and made money, but how are you going to know when to sell this thing? Because when you copy the entry, you have to copy the exit because the money was made from the copying. But this guy's not going to tell you where to sell, so you're just going to end up fucking yourself over.